What's up, malalakas na nilalang? Joe here. Today, I'm gonna show you how to solve this Pentacle cube. Now, I'm gonna show you how to solve the Pentacle cube. At first, it looks very complicated, but it's a lot easier than you might think to solve it. There are only two basic steps, and the rest is just basic intuitive building up of pieces, which is very similar to 2 by 2. At least knowing how to solve this will help us in solving the corners of the Pentacle cube. If you don't know how to solve 2 by 2, I'll put a link in the description for tutorial. Okay, let's get started. As you can see, this puzzle is already scrambled. Basically, the steps are very simple but it can be quite time consuming. You cannot make any turn if the star, this one, are not aligned properly. So to turn this cube, we need to align everything up and so we can turn this side. So align this one and to this. Also this one. There you go. As you can see, we can now turn the right side. And with this state, you cannot make any move on the other side because it's already bandaged. So we need to reset everything up and to make another move. So line this up to this and to this one and to this one. There you go. So basically we need to align everything up before we can move or turn this side. Solving the corners like 2 by 2 will quite time consuming because of how it turns. So now we'll start with the white corners here. So as you can see, we're going to pair this one to this one and put it here, align everything up, this one, so we can make a move. Yeah, there you go. Then put it right here. So I assume that you already know how to solve a 2 by 2 before proceeding here or before solving a pentacle cube. And we will match this one. So we can turn this one and align everything up. There we go. Okay, our white corners are now solved. And then eventually we will end up with a solved 2 by 2 cube in the outside. So like this one where we already solved the 2 by 2 corners. Then before we proceed to the last step, if the centerpiece is not in the proper side with the corners, what we need to do is align this to solve the corner piece with its respective corner centerpieces. So like this in the white color, it's already solved with its centerpiece. Also for the yellow, but for the orange, it's not. So we need to line it up again. So to adjust the corner to its centerpiece, like this one. So for the orange, we'll put it right here, and then for the other side, do the same and line everything up. There you go. For the final step, we will now solve all of these circle on every single side, as we've already fixed the centerpiece to its respective corners. So let's start with the color white. So basically what you want to do is start with the centerpiece in place. Then this small piece and a bigger piece, I call it a edge. So it's like a edge centerpieces. And we will match up it together to put it in the centerpiece. Then put it again and here again, there and there. So then you will have an entire center solve. For the first few center, I'm just going to start and walk you through how it looks like to solve it. Of course, we have the centerpiece right here. Normally, what I do is find a small piece like this and pair it up to the center. So all we need to do is line everything up so that this side will turn. Line everything up like this one. But you see that it messed up some of our corners. So what we need to do is move this out of the way so that you're not going to mess it up when you bring back the corner. So we're going to move it out of the way, then bring the corners up, then insert the small piece, then bring it back. So we have this piece where it needs to go. Let's look around the cube and find two pieces together that are already match up. So we're going to look around and like this one. And so let's align this on this side so we can match it up. Now we are going to move these two pieces to the top layer like this one. Of course, we don't want to put it right here because this doesn't work because as you can see, there's a space or gap here. So what we need to do is uh, put it right here instead. So we'll move it up like this, and now you have this kind of block. So we expand it on this side, this side, this side, and this side. So there we go. There's our first part of the block. We have to move it here so that and back it up so that all of our corners will remain solved, as you can see. And we're going to look around the cube again if we find any more blocks. So I don't see any more blocks, so it means that we're gonna have to make one. Making a small block is very simple. What I do is find the small and bigger pieces that can be paired together. So like this and this one, and line everything up, and they will line everything up in such a way that they will go together. So for the example, we're going to line it up, and then there you go, we can pair it together. Then after that, of course, we don't want to mess up all of the corners, so we just move it out of the way, then put it back again like this. And then after that, we can do bring the block to the side that we're solving, so like this one. And now we can bring this small block up to the top layer. Line everything up like this, and of course we don't want to mess this up, so we're going to move it out of the way and bring it back like that, so all of our corners are still solved. So we need to solve this again by making another block like this one, small piece. We're going to match it here, so just line it up together in such a way that we can pair it like this one, and move it out of the way so our corners are still solved. Then we can now put this block in the sides that we're solving like this, so get that. Now finally, to finish the white circle, we're going to make a big block that includes three pieces, which is these pieces, this piece, this piece, this piece. So we're going to line it up everything and make a block or a bar to fit here in the side. So we're going to match this up, just match it and put again, then look for this one, so we can fix this and move it out of the way. Then there you go, we already have the big block. So now we're going to do is move it on the right spot, which is we're going to put it here. So what we're going to do is bring this down and then rotate the circle so we can get this and insert it to the circle. For instance, you cannot do this move because we don't have unsolved pieces that can bring back together while preserving the corners. So moving this out of the way and insert it like this again, so we can preserve the corners and solve the circle. We're going to solve another one. So I like doing the opposite side so that we can poke focus on the center later on. And again, the process is the same with what we did in the white color. So let's go. So as you can see, we already have a block here. Then we're going to find another one. So right here. So line it up again and move it out of the way. Then back. So look for another one again. So like this one. And line everything up. Then move it here. And then back it again. So we're just going to do that again and again. So this one, we have this. So move it out of the way. Then insert it like that. Then for the last three pieces, we're going to make another big block like this and insert it here. So we're going to align it up like this one. So we can get that one. Then for another one here, just align it up so we can pair it all together like this one. So we can insert it to the yellow part. So just move it out of the way. Move it out of the way. Then insert it like this. And get that. Alright, so as you can see, we've already messed up the corner. So what we need to do is fix it up by lining all the other side and move it to the right spot. So there you go. So by this stage, I'm going to make it quick in the camera. So we have this one. So most of the blue colors are already in place. So we just need to put it again, done, and then solve it. Align everything up, get here, and then we have this again for this one. So we're going to match it up, move it out of the way, insert it like this. So as you can see, we have this two remaining side. So this big pieces, we're going to match it to the other one. So like this one, move it first here, then move it here by doing this part. So as you can see, we already have the bar or the block, big block, and then move it out of the way, inserting it here. So we're now for the final two, for the green and red. So this works exactly the same as what we did earlier. Normally, a lot of them are already set up. So we're going to match it up now, like this for the red one. So we have this block. So we need to get it first. There you go. Then for the other side, move it out of the way, then get it, then move it here. Then now we have this block. So we're going to match it down here. So move it out of the way, then insert it like that. There you go. Then for this case, we need to make a trick, or you have to think about a plan on how to fix this, but it's very intuitive. So we're going to match this one. First, we're going to get this one and that one, then match this bigger to this smaller piece, like that one, and then move it right here so that this piece will pair together with the two block. So like this. Then move it out of the way, and we can insert it to the red. So alright, there you go. We are done solving the pentacle cube. Actually, it's very fun to solve, and with a unique mechanism because you need to rotate first before moving the other side. So once you master solving this, you can try different kind of color pattern like what I showed in the beginning of this video. So that's it about how to solve the pentacle cube. If you have some question, just comment down below. I will answer that. If you like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I will do shout out on my next video, so just comment down below. Thank you for watching and see you next time.